What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the I'm Not Lucky, I Am Blessed podcast, episode number 19. And as usual, today I have a special guest in the building with me. But before I introduce our special guys, if this is your first time listening to or watching this video, please, I want you to subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. That will help us grow and reach out to more audience. And also, if you're out there, you want to get on this platform, feel free to message me on Instagram at Hard Work Pays Me, and I would definitely bring you here. Okay. So with that said, let's go to the item of the day. So our special guest in the building, Justin by name, is a new friend of mine. Okay. We met 2 weeks ago, and honestly, he came in at the right time. We're about to have a very special discussion today, that I have always wanted to talk about, but I haven't just seen someone that is an expert in the field to talk about it. And then he came, God sent him my way, and I just wanted to put him on today's episode so he can blow your mind and just give some wonderful knowledge to you guys. Okay, so with that said, guys, make some noise for the one and only Justin. What's up, bro?
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. How have you been?
I'm okay.
Nice. How you enjoying the United States? I mean Boston, to be precise.
It's fine. I'm used to it. I was here last year.
Oh yeah.
So again here today. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. So Justin is he's a Nigerian. He goes in and out of the state, but mostly based in Nigeria. And this man has been doing a lot of great things in Nigeria, things that you won't believe that it's happening in Nigeria. He's making those things happen, and that's why I really want us to have this conversation, because we Nigerians that are in the United States kind of like we're like chicken about going back home and investing and having businesses back home and stuff like that. But it was nice that you are based in Nigeria and you just come here and you go back home. Like, you're not struggling to be here.
No, I'm based here.
Now you're based there also too?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
California,
okay.
precisely.
California, precisely. Okay. Yeah. So let me not steal the show from you. I'll just put everything in your code. Do you mind just introducing yourself and then telling the people more about you?
Okay, my name is Apex Justin. I'm the CEO of 7 Star
Yes, sir.
Properties in Nigeria and in the US, here in California precisely. And then I run a firm,
Okay.
and that is presently breaking new grounds in the property business across Nigeria,
Yeah.
and also presently in the US.
Okay.
We're coming out heavily. So that's just it.
That's
for
just
now.
Okay. So when you say you run a firm, what kind of firm do you run?
I run a property firm, like
Okay.
I said just now. It's known as 7 Star Properties. It's a registered company in Nigeria. I started first in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and then gradually we grew, just like a joke. And then we began having investors. People started buying up some stakes in the company.
Yeah.
And then gradually, as of today, we're also presently in California,
Wow.
also known as 7 Star Homes. And the good thing is that this is the first property brand in Nigeria. Homes brand is also represented in the US, same name.
Same name.
So we're also known here in the US as 7 Star Homes Incorporated. So that's the first property company in the entire Nigeria.
Wow.
Homes brand is represented.
Great job, man. Great job. I'm happy to hear that. And my question is, how is this possible? The first brand in Nigeria to have the same name here in the United States. For it to be the first, it means that it has never been done before.
Yes. There are a lot of property companies in Nigeria
Yeah.
that also have, but most of them, they have more like offshore company bearing different name.
Yeah.
They don't even have, you can't relate it, So there are a lot of couples of property company in Nigeria that have property company, probably maybe more like an MOU thing, or maybe like, but you can't really see that relationship. Like, for example, when you talk of Chevron is Chevron all over the world.
Yeah.
When you talk of Coca-Cola, it's the same thing all over the world.
Yeah.
So when you talk of Google, Apple, these are brand all over the world.
Yeah.
So the concept of 7 Star is that we want the dream is I want to build a property company
Yeah.
that is represented all over the world. So and then when you're dealing with Seven Star in the US, it's the same Seven Star in America. When you're having a transaction with us, you're paying. We can tell you, okay, you can pay to either in the US or in Nigeria. So you're comfortable.
Yeah, you're comfortable. That security is there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we were lucky enough with my partners here in the US to get that name, Seven Star Homes, and since we got that name, it's been awesome.
Wow. So many questions that I want to ask you, but I want to start with, how did you get your partners in the United States?
Well, there are some certain things I wouldn't want to say right now because we have some things we're working on right now. So we don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But some of these trips started when I was in South Africa and then in Dubai and some other places, So some of these influences came from there and some other European countries, and that was how I got some partners who came in, and then they brought the whole thing here too, So that's just it.
Wow. Sounds simple. Sounds simple, but why can't everybody do it?
No, well, we all can. We all have the ability, strength. It's just our level of commitment is different.
Okay.
And then most people, when they have dreams, they just they go for it. But at some point, probably because of challenges or But I feel whichever dreams we should be passionate about it. It should be something we're ready to live for. Something we know. Okay, this thing I'm willing to do it for the rest of my life. So for Seven Star Properties, I've been passionate about mansions, like beautiful homes, landscaping. So I've always had interest to do with things that has to do with houses, properties, and all that.
Yeah.
So each time I get myself involved in transactions or we're putting up a structure or something, I'm passionate about it. And so I enjoy what I do, and I'm going to do this for the rest of my life because that is my own way of making impact.
Wow. So you're passionate about houses.
I'm passionate about houses, and not just passionate about houses.
Yeah.
I'm also passionate about the poor having a roof over their head. Because I got to find out that there are a lot of people like back in Nigeria who are into little things. They can't really have a roof over their own head. Maybe because of what they do, like some of these artisans, carpenters and all that. But we are also working on something whereby even if all you do is just maybe you're just a caterer, maybe you sell tomatoes or pepper, we're trying to, there's something we're coming up with our partners whereby it could just be daily, something where you just contribute maybe 2,000 naira every day, and then you have a roof over your head, things like that. So we are also passionate about people having a roof over their head. So not just the mansions and all that, but every human deserves to have a roof, no matter how small, and that room should be decent enough for human to, So these are some of the things that drives me.
Wow.
That we want to see how all Nigerians will have a roof over their head, decent enough, but no matter how small but should be decent enough. So those are one of the things that drive me, and I do hope that in the future, not long from now, by God's grace, we'll be able to provide houses that are affordable to so many people.
Wow. It's beautiful, man, to hear that come out of your mouth. So the passion, I could tell, like, you're speaking from your heart, that it's your goal to make sure that every human gets, regardless of how much you make or where you work or, your level in life, get a decent place to stay. Because that word decent is the key word there, You can get anywhere, but you want to provide something decent that, and affordable. Yeah, that's good, man. So, how did you come about with, how did this whole thing start? Seven Star Properties, Seven Star Homes.
It started some years ago.
Yeah.
I went visiting some friends, and then I overheard them, the dad discussing with the man, they want to sell properties, but they've been trying to sell, and then the lawyer has been coming up with stories and all that. So something within me said, look, you can do it, more like what we all call instincts,
Yeah.
so. And I walked, I said, that's how, with all due respect, I wasn't listening to your conversation, but I can sell this property for you. And then the man looked at me and said, okay,
Yeah.
And then from there, we went down to the property, and luckily the property was not too far to where I stay in Sule. I didn't know precisely. And then we looked at the property, and then he said, okay. And I asked, how much do you want to sell? And then he said, I want you to sell at 48 million.
48 million.
And I said, okay, so if I get to sell this for 48 million naira, what will I get in return? He said, no, that the person who is buying is going to pay me 5%. That he's not going to pay me anything. And then the same instinct said, okay, what happens if I sell more than 48 million?
So you asked him that too?
Yes. And then the man said, well, if you sell it at 48 million, whatever you have on it, I'll give it to you. I was like, okay, so can we have maybe, and then he got a piece of paper. He signed that is giving me the authorization to sell and all that.
Yeah.
And I asked him to please, since he gave this place up to the lawyer to sell and he has not been able to sell, that he should give me a chance to put up my own sign for just 1 month. So he agreed, and then I put up my sign. But for about a week, I didn't do anything about it. I was not moved. So after a week, the same instinct is just like it's slapped. Said, okay, go see so person, And I did, and then getting there, and the person said, oh, I have someone who needs something on the axis, And that was just it. I sold that property for far more than what I was told to sell it.
Wow.
And I made some millions from it.
Your first sale was millions?
Yes. So
how?
I made over 10 million naira from it.
Wait, your first sale was over 10 million?
Yes, and when that happens, I said, yes, this is what I want to do.
This is what you want to do.
So I started up, I got a lawyer.
Yeah.
And then I paid the lawyer, and then the lawyer reports to me every day. And then the lawyer started teaching me how to do the business. And then he said, okay, I need to get it registered. And then he said I need to get a name. So one night, while I was thinking about the name, I slept. And then I saw an old woman in white.
Yeah.
And then he said, you're 7-star. That you're 7-star, and I'm going to keep this name for you. And then I woke up, and I was like, 7-star? And he said, I'm going to keep this name for you. Wherever you go, you'll be 7-star. This name will be so guided, no one else is going to use the name.
Ooh.
So I said, 7-star. So I called the lawyer. I said, okay, I have a name. And he said, what? I said, 7-star Properties. And he said, look, that name sounds very unique. How do you want to sell? I said, 7 digits and then star, STAR. And then he said, you won't find that name. I said, that's the name. He said, okay, give me 2 other options. I said, no, that's the only option I have. I was told I'm 7-star and that this name will be guided for me wherever I go in life. So you go. He said, you're going to waste the money. I said, okay, waste the money. All I just want, just fill it in with CSC.
Yeah.
And then he went, and then after 48 hours, he came back and was looking at me like some
magic.
Yeah. It's like, who are you? I was like, what? He said, well, he showed it to me. The name has been approved 7-star. That's the 7 digit, and then star. STAR. So that was how 7-star was born. And it started in our first office was in Festac Town 22 Road. And gradually we started moving up to Abuja, to Port Harcourt. So at the moment, also in the US, a 7-star home. So you see, that name being guided. So when we're trying to bring the subsidiary, they said, no, we still need to file and see if we can get the name. And luckily we got the name, the same 7-star.
Same 7-star. You are the first Nigerian to keep that same name.
The first in the entire Nigeria. Whose property company's brand is also represented here in Nigeria with the same name. So the good thing that I've done is that if you're having a transaction with us in the US, even from Canada, you're free to pay into whichever of our accounts. Our offer letter is the same thing.
7-star.
Our offer letter for the US and Nigeria is the same thing. You get that?
I respect that.
So that's the first, and so far we're nowhere there yet, but gradually we're moving. And at the moment we have over 23 staffs, and then casual workers on sites every day.
Wow.
We can't put a number to it. As of today, we have a lot of project ongoing, private project, and even for some companies in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and then so but we're nowhere there yet.
Yeah.
But we're growing gradually.
Gradually.
And, so that's just it.
Wow. Yeah, you sound you sound unique. I like how you were talking about having the insight, that instinct. Yeah, that was the word you used. Instinct telling you this. Well, like, what's so special about this instinct to you? Because some people hear this instinct and don't listen to them. Why is your case different?
I don't like to say this, but I think at this point I'm gonna open up a little.
Okay.
bit. Now, whether we like it or not, whether we accept it or not, there's an influence to this world, and our true identity comes from the other side.
Yeah.
Now that's a bit deep.
Yeah.
Now, what we call instincts, probably it's some spirit guide from God
Yeah.
that tells us do like this. And I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, and I heard that voice. If I had known,
If
I
I
should
had
have
known,
listened."
I should have listened. Yeah.
So that has always been my guide at every decision I take, and it has really helped me. It has also helped me out of troubles. So let me still go back to the layman's word.
Yeah.
Instincts
Instinct. Yeah.
is that I've been able to recognize when I hear it, and then I don't just hear it, I put that to action, what I need to do at that point in time. Yes, there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of setbacks, but one thing about life is it is normal for you to have setback. It is normal for you to have challenges. It is even normal for you to have people who once believe in your dream to start fighting it.
Yeah.
But as long as you're determined and you're trusting God and not in any man,
Yeah.
that's also another challenge. When you're pushing, you have a dream, don't put anyone, not even your dad, your mom, or anyone who has made you promises. Don't look
Up to them.
to anyone, but just look up to God.
Yeah.
Just know that there's a God up there, and be consistent. As long as you're that and you keep looking up to God,
Yeah.
I bet with you you're gonna break through.
For real.
And when that happens, you start having friends, family who wants kick against what you believe, becoming your fan.
Yeah.
Now, even if you've not gotten there yet, they will start seeing the light that
A little bit. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that this guy knows what he's doing. He's going somewhere. But even at that, you still need to be careful of people coming in.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Wow. Okay, that was deep. I like the fact that you made reference to God, giving Him glory. You understand, right? Because I honestly am
Without him,
without
just
Him,
nothing.
nothing. Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's the source of everything.
Yeah.
He's the source of all inspiration.
Yeah.
He's also the source of the instincts. You see that?
Yeah.
So he's the source of everything surrounding life. And life itself is God.
It's God. Yeah. Wow. Thanks for saying that. Okay, so you made 10 million naira from your first sale. I've seen people that saw 10 million naira and they're not where they are today. I've seen people that saw 10 million naira in their life. I've seen people that saw 1 million and it affected their life. It took them to a whole different place. They got involved in things that they shouldn't do and they are nowhere today. But like you saw your first sale 10 million naira and you've used that to multiply to even more. How did you do it?
Now, the truth is, before then,
Yeah.
I kept on seeing some cash.
change. Yeah, okay.
And growing up, I grew up in an environment where we were freaked. We got freaked about designer clothes and shoes.
Yeah.
So yes, I saw some cash then. I remember then I used to go to collectibles, talk to me, these are big time boutique, LOP in VR, and then go spend a lot of money buying clothes.
Yeah.
But you get to a point in your life, you begin to set your priorities. If you miss it at that point, you become a waste.
Yeah.
That's the truth. So, but luckily for me, I won't want to use the word lucky.
Yeah.
I think
Blessed.
at that point I'm blessed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And God gave me the inspiration to be able to begin to use those resources, to channel those resources into starting something that will live after me. Now, if there's anything I want to do, is to build something that will live after me, even when I'm gone.
Yeah.
So many other people can be employed.
Yeah.
I will want to be remembered for some certain things.
Yes.
So if I'm able to start up something that will live after me, I think that's perfect.
That's perfect. That's nice. Just leaving a legacy behind. 7-star legacy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so my next question is, like you made your first sale. Have you, like, was that your first time, or you've been doing this for a while? Like,
No.
okay, yes.
I've been seeing, like I know of people who are into properties. I just go with them, but I didn't really know much about it.
So you didn't know much about.
Yes,
And
but
you made a
I had
sale.
interest.
Wow.
I had interest, but I didn't really know. But at the same time,
Yeah.
I made one or two research, but most people who were into that business then, they were not really willing to show me, what's involved. And most times when I see them, they were not really living well. Most of them, maybe they don't have a car, maybe, So I was like, and in Lagos, Nigeria, they are known as agents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just say, agent.
Agent. Yeah.
And then you just see them on
Even
the
here
street.
too. Even here too. Yeah.
Yeah. But but they were not. But after that transaction,
Yeah.
it was an eye opener that yes,
Everything
you
is
can
possible.
yes, you can do this business and become a multi. You can. It depends on the way you are able to fix yourself, to set your goals, plan yourself. So that's just it.
Oh. You heard of you heard this conversation between these two people, and it was a huge contract. What gave you the guts to, like? I will be like, a normal person might say that is too big for me. I have to start small. I want to, first get my hand mixed up. But you went for, you reached out for a very big process. What was behind you at that point? Like, what were you thinking at that point?
Now, the truth is this. I've learned to be bold.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what, be bold.
And I've also learned that wherever I find myself, no one born of a woman can silence my voice.
Wow.
Because a closed mouth is a closed destiny.
Yeah.
So if you keep expressing yourself, even when you sound stupid, just don't stop.
Just stop.
In the midst of all your nonsense, there are people who are going to find senses in whatever you're throwing out there.
Yeah.
But just make sure that while doing this, you're all wrapped up in humility and ask God for grace.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people who had a very bad presentation, extreme bad presentation, but when they were done, themselves, they knew that this presentation is bad. But by the time they were done, they had the whole house up, clapping.
Why?
The difference is grace. You could have a bad product, but if you're blessed, not lucky,
Yeah.
that bad product could be what the world needs at that point in time. That's grace. So, the boldness I got at that point was just, okay, well, I have this mindset, whatever I want to do is either two things will happen. It's either I fail or I get it right. It's either I fail or I pass. You get it?
Yeah.
But I know I won't die.
But you won't die.
So, I was bold enough to, walked up and then I poured out my mind, and that's just it. And the same thing I'm saying. Wherever you are, man or a woman, wherever you find yourself, be bold to express yourself, because you never can tell the opportunities that holds at that point in time.
Wow.
The ability to express yourself can break open doors you've been knocking for years.
Just the ability to rise up to the occasion and face it. I like that. There's something my boss, one of my previous job, he used to tell me, sometimes you're there, just fake it till you make it. Like, just fake it. No one knows that you can, only you knows. But just fake like you know what you're doing and do it till, yeah. Wow. Wow, that's very interesting. So be bold, and that you said be bold, and then to know that no man or woman can silence your voice.
Yes, no, you don't allow that.
Yeah.
Because the moment you keep allowing that, you're going to allow so many opportunities to pass you by.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you're timid, you lose your confidence, you lose your charisma.
Yeah.
And when you lose your charisma, you lose your confidence. The grace goes into isolation. But when you're bold, okay?
Yeah.
When you're bold, the grace is awakened. Every man born of a woman has a grace deposited by God. You know, but that grace won't be activated until you put yourself out there and you're bold and you speak out, you express yourself.
That's it.
Yeah, this has been, that's the way, these are part of the principles and the order of life. Look at the story of Joseph. Even while he was in prison, he was not timid. He didn't allow that. For the fact that he was in prison, his soul, his destiny was not caged with him. He kept on, even in prison, he kept on expressing himself. He was free-minded. He was open. And because he was open, heaven saw that. And then when the opportunity came, even when he went before the king, you know, he told him, he gave him, you know, okay, this is your dream, blah, blah, and he gave him solution. He was bold. He was able to, and then he said, okay, because you've spoken like this, you're going to be the prime minister. And that's it. Yeah. So the truth is, our destinies, everything about us is tied to us being able to be bold enough to stand up, to challenge, to express ourselves, to speak out, you know. And when we do that, the grace deposited in us will be activated. And while doing that, a lot of opportunities will come up. And those who are meant to be your helpers will also start seeing what other people can't see in you. You know, I've met a lot of investors who invested in 7-Star, who threw in hundreds of millions into 7-Star. And it was just as a result of maybe one meeting or the other, and everything worked out. So I encourage you, a man, be you a man, a woman, a young, wherever you find yourself, just make sure you're bold, be expressive. Don't allow anyone to silence your voice, no matter what. And even if you make mistakes, don't allow your past to judge you. Don't allow your past to silence you. Because the moment you allow yourself to be silenced, your destiny is closed up. And there's nothing anybody, not even God, can do something about it.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Not even God. Because once you silence yourself, you go down. There's nothing God can do for you. That's why he said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is it. So the state of our mind determines every other thing. So your state must be ready, you must be bold, and you must be ready to express yourself at every point in time. That can get you out of trouble, and that can open doors.
Wow. I like how you came up with this story of Joseph, and it had me thinking. Joseph interpreted a dream. He boldly said, yes, I get, like, interpreted a dream. And I was like, what if Joseph had been quiet? Did it happen because Joseph said it and God confirmed it? Like, this might be wrong, but just me thinking outside the box. But I say, Pharaoh had the dream. Joseph heard it. And Joseph said it and God confirmed it. It could have been something else. But just because he was bold enough to say, by the grace of God, I will interpret this dream. You get me, right? And then he said it. What God just did was confirm what he said. So it's like now putting me in that state where even when you don't know it and you say it, even when you're not sure and you're bold enough to say it with humility, like you said, like God is able enough to confirm it. That's kind of like how it got me thinking.
You know, I've seen a lot of people who were asked a question. They knew it quite well, but they were not bold enough to say it. But I've seen others who were in that state who didn't even know it, but they were bold enough to say something.
Yeah, say something.
And then they said, "Oh, okay, this guy."
Even the teacher will be confused. Like,
yes, you get it.
I've been
so the truth about life, is there's a principle, of life, and the principle of life can't be broken, can't be bent. It's straight. You get it? If you're expressive, I said it earlier, it will get you out of trouble, and it will open doors. Okay?
Yeah.
If you know when to speak, when not to.
Speak, yeah.
These are some of the skills that are necessary for every human living on earth to be able to succeed
In life.
and these are very, very important. So that's just it.
Because it's funny, like there was once back when I was in school, there was a professor of mine. He asked a question. He had a different answer, but I made a suggestion. He was like, "I want to hear what you want to say," and I boldly told him what I wanted to say, what I had in mind, and he told me that was not the answer I had in mind. But I agree with your answer. Like there is still, like, it still makes sense what you said, even if it's not the answer I originally had in mind. But now I'm seeing it from your own point of view, and it makes sense to me too. And it just kind of like just sparked the whole thing of being bold and just saying things.
Very, very important.
Very, very important.
Even Jesus Christ himself,
Yeah.
if he wasn't bold, he wouldn't have fulfilled his destiny of coming to die for the human race and the raising up again. There's a whole lot of things boldness does, and you speaking out. Even himself, Jesus, kept on speaking out. I'm from God, I'm this. He kept on proclaiming who he was, who he is, why he's here, and all that. This is very, very important. Wherever you find yourself, whatever you're doing, you need to be bold, you need to be expressive.
Yeah.
You need to let the world know what you're doing and what you have to offer.
That's true.
Even if it seems you look stupid just keep putting in your best. When it's time, at that right time, okay, something must happen. Because one thing that is consistent is change. So as long as you're consistent, there must be a change. You can't take it away. So no matter how little, no matter how big it is, there must be a change. You get it?
Yeah.
So just put it at the back of your mind that as long as you keep pushing, and you keep expressing yourself, you keep putting out there must be a change.
There's something like a different thing you just put into my head. I don't think people heard it. So you say the one thing inconsistent in life is change. I already believe in consistency, being consistent with something. But I've never heard this thing say the only thing consistent in life is change. So it means that if one is consistent, because I know I'm always like, okay, what will happen if I'm being consistent every single day? If I don't give up, what will happen? That's what I want to know. And now you just brought me in a whole different mindset that change is consistent. There has to be a change, good or bad change.
There has to be
a change.
And you need to have an open mind. You need to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to be creative. But there are major mistakes most people make when it comes to this whole thing we're discussing.
Yeah.
Is that when you're doing that, don't ever wish to be someone else. Okay. Don't ever wish to be this person.
Yeah.
Don't ever try to copy. But you could take an original and improve on it.
Yeah.
You get it? Because concept beget concept.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So the only way the world will recognize you, the world will start feeling you, is when you come out and you're just original. You're you. But you're building upon something that has been built, but you're improving on it and you're coming out better.
That's true.
So, but when you start doing that and you just want to live a life of someone else, you just make a mess of yourself.
That's true.
And at the end, you just find out that you were only actually helping to build someone else's brand, and not you. And
you're reminding them of someone else.
One thing about the world is this: when you're fake, they just know you're fake. You're not real. But when you're real and you're just yourself, they will accept you for who you are.
Wow.
And by so doing, you start making impact without even you knowing it. And you will enjoy it, but you won't even be driven by the quest for money.
That's true.
And by the time you get to that point, you find out that money is coming after you, not you running after money.
Wow. Nice one. Okay, so what's the current situation of 7-Star Homes right now? Like, what's the goal right now? What's next for you guys?
If you go to our website, 7starproperties.com.
7starproperties.com, guys, right now, and .ng, okay. Go pay them a visit.
We do have a plan.
Yeah.
And I actually made mention of something that related to it a few minutes ago, that we want to provide. I've seen a lot of people with accommodation challenge. It's the worst thing that can happen to any human on earth
To be homeless.
is for you to be homeless.
That's
Even
true.
here in America.
Yeah.
You know, I've been to a lot of states here in the US. I've seen people on the street homeless, you know. In short, I've seen one homeless on a wheelchair who was just there and died overnight because of cold.
Yeah.
In California, I was, you know, I think last year, California has the highest rate of homeless people. And also in Nigeria, you have a lot of homeless people. Some people staying under the bridge
Yeah.
and all that. So that's the worst that can happen to any human. Because when you have an accommodation, then feeding is secondary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because if you have bread or you have something, you'll be able to have an accommodation, a place where you can fix
Yeah,
whatever,
for
no matter how
yeah,
little,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then you eat.
Yeah.
You know? And then if you need to move and all that. So one of the things we have in mind is we have plans of making up accommodation available to the poorest of the poor, no matter how small, but decent enough for a human to live in there. In short, just recently, a few days ago, just about a week, Seven Star is about getting into partnership with an American company.
Yeah.
Okay, Seven Star Homes, US, Nigeria, is getting involved with an American company. In short, one of them, Mr. James Ingram, who is having a massive project that has to do with solar systems. So Seven Star is coming in partnership with them, with the UN, and then the Nigerian government. In short, in the next few days, we're going to sign those documents in producing over 300,000 houses, you know, and
Worldwide or in specific?
in Nigeria, specific.
Wow.
And these houses are going to be powered by solar. They're going to be building these houses with waste. This is an American company that uses waste to build
things.
good homes.
Wow.
So, and Nigeria had a lot of plastics wasting away and all that. You know, so even recently, I think about 6-7 days ago, we were told that the waste in terms of plastic that are being found even on our waterways is over $4 billion annually that we waste. Because we're not recycling in Nigeria. So, but this company that has been on for over 30 years in the US is working with the United Nations and then with the Nigerian government. They're going to start up the project in the next 7 months. I've just been told that it's been signed in Abuja recently. So Seven Star Homes, United States, Seven Star Nigeria, is going to be working with these people. We're now in partnership and we're going to be putting these homes together. And it's meant for the down, the poor, the middle class, you know, and the place will be powered by solar, okay, where they're also going to be using some of this waste to generate power apart from solar. So I have the designs at the moment, and in a few days we're going to be signing an MOU. I'm supposed to fly down to Atlanta, you know, but because of the, you know, the COVID and all that, you know. So, but these are some of the things we're looking at to provide homes for the poor in Nigeria, to make housing affordable. I said something about the concept we have where the woman out there selling tomatoes or gari, where they can move into an apartment that is comfortable, and then every day they pay to Seven Star Homes, maybe 3,000 naira. So we're looking at every day something that is going to be fetching maybe $1 billion every day. Like we have, let's say 3,000 or 4,000 people paying 3,000 naira every day into Seven Star. You know, that's a very good investment.
That's a very good investment.
So imagine you have an investor for a home, you know.
So you don't have to worry about.
You don't have to, and you're paying for the home.
You're paying for the home,
exactly. Maybe in the next 20 years,
next 20 years,
you keep paying 3,000 naira. Most people will be glad.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah. So it's a beautiful idea.
You know. So we have some of these designs already in our archives of homes. Mass development of homes that will be comfortable, you know, and where the environment will be well maintained and all that. And then we also have a project right now that I told you about it. It's called the Bakersfield Island, a luxury place, situated in Lekki, just not too far from the Dangote refinery. And in this axis, there's over $40 billion investment going on in there because you have the biggest refinery that's going to start working in the next few months in Africa. Okay, you also have an international airport because Lagos is huge, so there's going to be another international airport in Lagos. And as we speak, the place is being cleared. They're beginning to, you know, fix up infrastructure there. You also have the Lekki Free Trade Zone. That's another one. You know, it's like a port where people can bring it in, and those things will be free from tax and all that and duty and all that. That's also going to help to boost Nigeria's economy, and
yeah.
even Lagos. So there are a lot of massive development on
Going
that
on.
axis.
Yeah.
So
And you guys have a contract.
no, we are putting up a luxury estate there.
Oh wow.
We have a massive land there, surrounded by this. It's an island on its own.
Yeah.
Lovely. It's a luxury place.
Can you tell us about this? How luxurious is this place? Like,
It's gonna
let us
be-
know. Let us
if-
know so
if,
we can know if we need to get a spot
it's,
there.
It's top notch.
Wow.
The name of the company putting it up,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be a 7-star estate.
Seven-star
You know what
estate.
it means.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. 7-star
in
hotel.
place.
7-star estate. Yeah.
It's gonna have the children's swimming pool, the adult swimming pool. It has walkways. It has children garden, the adult garden.
Yeah.
Then there's also going to be an e-library built just beside the river there. Where residents can have a walk and just go and study. It's going to be an e-library. There's also going to be cameras everywhere, where wherever you are in the world, you can just connect and see what's going on just right in front of your gate.
For real.
Yes, and then the security there will be very tight.
Yeah.
We're also going to be having uninterrupted light, 24 hours light.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're also going to be having an annual event, all resident there, an annual event during the summer for 2 weeks. Okay.
Feast.
Yes.
Wow.
For those who are residents who wants property in there. And also, we're also building up a place where you can have boats, yachts, and all that.
Cruise, yeah.
So, residents will be able to, everyone who's going to be on this place have right to own a boat if you want to. And some of these boats will use them during the summer festival that's going to be coming up annually for the residents, and then so many facilities, we have two part of it. We have the commercial side and the residential side, but anyone can go into the commercial side, but not everyone can go into the residential side. For you to go into the residential, you need a code.
Code.
If you're going to see someone in there, so the security is tight. And then there's going to be a fire service there. There's going to be, it's top notch,
Wow.
top notch, and then, it's, that's the next big thing we're presently working on. And, we're supposed to launch few months back, but because of the COVID, we had to step it down,
Yeah.
But in the next few weeks, we're going to kick off, and then, we'll start putting up infrastructure in this particular place. As we speak right now, we already have off-takers, and some part of it has even been bought by Nigerians in Canada, US, and in the UK.
So
we're selling right now.
You're selling right now.
Exactly.
How do people buy?
All they just need to do is go to our site, or maybe you can call or something. The numbers are out there. And then but we're selling. We only have 600 square meter. In the US here is square foot, but in Nigeria it's square meters. And then we have 400 square meters. And then we have specific kind of things you can put up in those, So you buy the land and you put up what you love to put up in there.
Great.
But the other interesting thing about the Bakersfield Island, the luxury place, is that if you're investing in this place now, like for example, our 600 square meter we're selling for about $38,000 inclusive of tax.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're buying that now, I can guarantee in the next 3, 4, 5 years, it's gonna worth over $100,000 for you, because that place is the development there is massive. Yes, I mean a place where you have over $40 billion investment.
Yeah.
Where
the
you're gonna have
the
international airport.
You have
the
port is there.
Yeah. You have the beach there. It's a lovely.
Yeah, it's a lovely. Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah. Wow.
So.
Huge project.
So in the next 3 years, 4 years, even if you buy, you don't do anything, I can guarantee, without mixing words, that in the next 3 years, you guarantee that the land, 600 square meter, which you bought for about almost 40,000, maybe 38,000, inclusive of tax.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that you're going to sell it for about $100,000.
Wow.
We're fixing all the infrastructures, roads, everything. We're going to kick off in a few days, and everything. All you just need to do is just come and put up your structure. But we have specification. And even if they want us to build, we can build
it
give
for
them
them.
the designs
and
all that. And
Wow. That's amazing. I like the fact that you're doing this in Nigeria. You're not doing this anywhere else. It shows me that you have a passion to grow Nigeria too. Because the things you're doing in Nigeria are things that are happening in America. Like you're trying to take Nigeria up there. You're trying to put Nigeria on the map, and it's a good thing. Because I've heard so many Americans ignorantly ask me about Nigeria. Oh, do you guys have lights in Nigeria? Do you guys still talk with drums? Do you guys still do that? I'm like, have you? I don't think you've been to Nigeria. That's why you're asking this question. Like, what's going on in Nigeria is huge. Like, huge development, lifestyle, big and everything. And you know, this. I'm glad we're actually saying this publicly because now you're letting people know that look, Nigeria is not. Most of the things you see on social media is just half. It's not even up to half of what's going on in Nigeria. You know, there is more to Nigeria, and people like you has made that clear by the big ideas you're taking back home. Wow, some people are bringing here and helping places like this to grow, but you're taking it back home, which is a very good thing. Yeah. So like, why Nigeria? Why did you choose Nigeria to be doing this? You could do this anywhere, but like, why specifically Nigeria?
The truth is this:
Yeah.
America is a developed nation.
Okay.
Everything that needs to be conquered, for me, has been conquered. America is about 98% conquered when it comes to ideas. That doesn't mean new ideas are not springing up, but Nigeria is a developing nation. So there are a lot of opportunities. Opportunities, I mean. So for me, the challenge we have back home is leadership. We don't even have leadership. What we've experienced in Nigeria over the years are just what I call more like rulership.
Yeah.
Dictatorship and all that. Even irrespective we're having democracy, we've really not experienced leadership.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've also really not experienced democracy.
That's true.
So the challenge we have back home in Nigeria is leadership. If we were to get it right with our leadership and the structure, okay, Nigeria is the best place to live in the world.
Wow.
That's the truth.
Can you say that again?
Nigeria is the best place to live in the world if we have good leadership. And I'm sure a lot of Nigerians won't wait. Everybody will come back home. That's the truth. But irrespective of that challenge, all right?
Yeah.
Home will always be home. You can't
take that away from home.
You get it. You can't trade your home for $1 trillion. It's not. No, you can't do that. So home will always be home, and we just hope, because the point we are in Nigeria, it is we don't need to pray any longer. We just need to get into actions.
Yeah.
But if we all run away from there, who's gonna fix it?
Yeah.
US, UK are not gonna fix it for us. No,
we
need to fix it ourselves. So there are a lot of, irrespective of the challenge there are a lot of opportunities. You just need to get to meet the right set of people that are transparent, and there's still a lot of Nigerians with integrity, who are not going to sell off for money. No, we still have a lot of them.
That's great.
So, for me, I love Nigeria because I've seen a lot of opportunities, and if I'm going to make billions of dollars, I can make it in Nigeria without getting myself involved in crime. I can do that. All I just need is just be consistent and hope that we're going to have true leadership. And that's just it.
Oh, that's nice. So you said there are a lot of opportunities in Nigeria.
A lot of opportunities that have not been tapped.
Look, I know so many Nigerians here in diaspora that would want to invest back home, but don't know where to put the money in, don't know what to do with their money. And you're saying there's a lot of opportunities to make millions in Nigeria.
A lot of opportunities, apart from investing in properties, which is good.
Yeah, what are those opportunities? That was going to be my next question.
Apart from investing in properties, which is good, there are other things you could do. There are businesses, if you have the capital, you get into, you make a lot of money. And that's the truth. You get it? So, for example, I've seen a lot of people who invested through 7-Star here in the US.
Yeah.
And then they bought land. Like, for example, I had a client who bought up a distressed property for me. Okay? That property I said when we were, buying it up, was about 130 million, but it was a distress sale. So we got it for about 60 million, and then we rented it out. And then after 6 years, guess what? We sold the property. And asked me how much we sold it.
Double.
For about 260.
Wait, 260?
Yes.
From 60?
From 60, we bought
you
it
guys, so it's not even double the
sale.
price, yeah?
Yes, that was a distress sale.
What's a distress sale?
Now, distress sale is like, even in the US, we have it like foreclosure properties.
Okay, yeah.
Foreclosure properties.
Yeah.
You know, foreclosure properties are cheap.
Yeah.
So, you know, something like that. you get it.
Yeah.
You know, or like there are properties whereby there are men or women or, you know, they own property and they need the money now. So if you can drop the money now, you know, there are things like that.
Yeah, there are things like
even
that.
in America, in Canada, in
Auctions,
UK, you know, exactly, you know.
Yeah.
So, but after collecting rent for about 6 years,
Still collected,
doing for him and all that,
still collected rent.
We sold
the property.
That is, you know. So, apart from that, there are other things you could do. There are other opportunities out there. You could set up business. You could, you know, and then so many opportunities. All you just need to do is look. Okay.
Do your research.
You need to do your research. Make sure you're dealing with the right set of people and all that, and then, you know,
boom.
There are a lot of opportunities. Wow. Some I wouldn't just want to give away here, but a lot of opportunities.
That's nice. So, what's your advice to a Nigerian or an African listening to this podcast that lives in the United States or, you know, it's in diaspora? What's your advice to them?
Home will always be home. You know, you can't, no matter what, that's our identity. That's where we came from. Irrespective of bad leadership, which is just most unfortunate. We're not going to give up our home.
Yeah, we can. That can be the reason why. Yeah,
you know. So, what I'm saying in a nutshell, is that there are a lot of opportunities back home. Even if you're here, that doesn't stop you from investing back home.
Yeah.
But one of the best investment back home, so that you don't throw your money away, is invest in properties. You know, you buy it, you could just get rent from it, even if it's, you know, but
like a layman can do that. So even a layman can do
exactly, you know,
yeah,
because that is the only investment all over the world and mostly also in Nigeria that is constant. You get it, no matter what happens in the economy. Like right now, Nigeria is in recession, and then the dollar to naira is nothing to write about. It's a whole lot, you know. So, but the only thing that guarantees your money and that keeps appreciating, that never depreciates, is property. So if you have some cash here and you're looking at what to put in your money, in order to avoid stories, just put it in property. Buy a building, buy a land that has that has the necessary title document, you know, and then, you know, maybe rent it out or something. But be rest assured that there's something we do in 7-Star. We do what we call projections on property. When you invest, we tell you, okay, if you buy this property now and while you're collecting rent in the next so we project. And so far over the years, 85% we've been right. You know that in so time this property is going to worth so amount.
Oh wow! So you guys even do that for the
we project and tell you. And when it gets to that time, you said, okay, you want to dispose and buy another one. We actually sell it at that amount, because we also know when you sell at that higher amount, which we have projected, we're also going to make something from it, because we get a percentage. So it's very transparent.
Wow.
So what I'm saying in a nutshell is, to all Africans that are here, wherever you are, in Canada, in UK, wherever you're going to be watching us from, home will always be home. Just try, do all you can to at least have investment back home. If you do this, it's nice, because you never can tell. No one ever knew that coronavirus was going to, you know. I remember I was flying 23rd of 2000. Is that 19? Yes, 2019.
2019 last year.
Yes, I was rushing to Nigeria, you know. But I didn't know that I was going to get trapped in Nigeria, that I was going to be coronavirus. You see? You see, so, and from things that are happening all over the world, we can't really tell what's next. Okay, we don't know if something worse than coronavirus is coming. And a lot of people, you know, like, oh, So wherever you think it's safe might not actually be
Be
safe.
safe.
That place you call home, you think that is not safe, might actually be the place that is safe.
I mean, you can never tell.
You never can tell,
The
So
situation that Nigeria is one of the safest places right now from coronavirus.
exactly,
Yeah, for
So
real.
I encourage you wherever you are, invest back home. If you
Yeah.
don't know what to invest, so that you don't throw away your money,
Property.
put your money in properties. And I guarantee you, if you have the right company, you're dealing with the right company, you won't regret it.
I like how you're not even telling people to invest in your company.
No.
You're just letting them know this is where to, and then make your choice. You're not choosing for them. Yeah, that's good. So, like, how has coronavirus affected your company? 2020 has 2020 been for 5-star property homes?
I said it earlier.
Yeah.
That we were supposed to launch the Bakersfield Island a few months ago.
Okay.
But one way or the other, because of the coronavirus,
Yeah.
there was a lockdown in Nigeria for some months. A lot of things and all that. The economy got shut down. And there was no flying in and out. So coronavirus has affected. In short, at the moment we're renovating our head office in Lagos. So I had to ask my staff. As I speak, some of my staff work remotely.
Yeah.
And
from
some,
the,
and some we had to step them down. So a lot of projects we're supposed to kick off with.
Off the whole.
Exactly, and apart from that, a lot of investors who also wanted to do one or two things, because of so much uncertainty,
Yeah.
the economies and all that. So a lot of people are
Holding
holding back,
back,
and because there's so much uncertainty. Nobody really knows the next
What's
minute
next,
and what's
yeah.
next and all that. So not just us, the whole world, not just property. Like recently, an oil and gas firm, Chevron, had to lay off 25% of their workforce in Nigeria. A lot of companies have laid off, not just in Nigeria, even in America and so many places, So coronavirus has affected us too. A lot of activities are on hold, but one way or the other, life, what makes it interesting is challenges.
Yeah.
And then you overcoming those challenges and then moving on. So that's it. But we're good, we're fine, and we're moving on.
I like how you came to the point of challenges, because that was going to be my next question. So other than coronavirus, so you've been in this property business for a while now, and we've all just said sweet things, but we're like, what is the other side of it? Like, what are some of the challenges that you've been through that has made you who you are? Because you're not going to tell me everything was just easy come, easy go for you. Like,
No.
Yeah.
No, we had... We've seen our own share of challenges, and I'm sure challenge won't stop. It keep coming, and it comes in different guise and all that.
Yeah.
But one thing is, which I've said earlier.
Yeah.
You have to be determined. One.
Yeah.
And then you have to understand that nothing good in life comes easy.
That's true.
So we've had a whole lot of shares of challenges and all that. And we're still facing some of them right now. You could have challenges from the government, because Nigeria, the leadership challenge, the Nigerian policies are not consistent.
Yeah.
And that makes we have presently foreigners who want to invest with 7-star running into millions of dollars. But because of the inconsistency in the government policies they are scared of coming in with such funds.
Wow.
And that's it. When you have governments in power who are not consistent in their policy, it affects
the citizens,
economy. And then the economy, because most people want to put in money as people are not.
Yeah, of course.
What makes America what it is that they are consistent in policies.
For real.
You see?
Yeah.
One
man can just wake up and just change it.
No, but the reason why America has shaken in the past few years is because of some of the policies of Trump and the world were scared.
Yeah.
But if you have a government that is consistent, and irrespective of the world we're scared, Trump did well with the economy.
Yeah.
From the statistics and things we've seen. So challenges are there, and it won't stop to keep, But one thing is we're ready, we're determined to overcome every challenges that come our way.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It was a great time, man. It was a great time. Should I say, unfortunately, we're coming to the end of today's episode due to time. But before we, round this up, What's an advice you can give to listeners out there? You know, what would you want to say to them today?
Life, we're privileged to be part of this, stage in life,
Okay.
and it's a privilege given to us by God. But one of the things I want to say while we wrap this up is the whole being of us, everything that has to do with us, all lies in the mind. Our failures, our success, everything all lies in the mind. And there is need for us to get it right in our mindset, because God responds to our thoughts. And even the devil responds to our thoughts. So I want to encourage us. Let us think on those things that are positive.
Positive.
Okay?
Yeah.
As a man thinketh in his heart.
So easy.
So easy.
That's true.
And I just want to give you something before you go. There was a woman in the scriptures, the woman with the issue of blood.
Yeah.
If you look at that story, it gives you the real picture of what life really is. And they said she thought to herself,
Yeah.
that if only I can touch the hem of his garment,
I'll be made whole.
that I will be made whole. Now, if you listen to Jesus when she had contact with Jesus eventually, he said, woman, your faith has made you whole. So what it means is that our thoughts are very powerful. In our thought lies life and death, lies failure and success. So the whole of our being, no any power born of a woman, seen or unseen, can hold you down except you allow it. So you just need to be positive. Your thought must correspond with God's thought for you.
Yeah.
That the thought I have towards you is of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end. An expected end is the picture, the mindset of your future, what you've seen for yourself.
Yeah.
And God is not going to paint that picture for you.
Unless you have to paint it.
Have to paint that picture yourself.
Woo!
So if consistently all you think about is fear, failure, sicknesses, diseases, there is nothing God can do for you, because God is not a magician. It's the reality of life. He's done with his work. All you need to do is key in and things will work for you. So my last word is, be consistent while you're positive. Be prayerful.
Yep.
And choose your friend wisely.
Wow. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Justin. Yep. You guys have heard it from Apex. Brother, thank you so much for such an awesome episode. Honestly, I just want to sit back here and just let you go on, but maybe next time. Okay, whenever you're back in the state, I will be looking forward to having you.
Once more, I stay here in the state in California.
Oh yeah, in California. No, whenever you come back to Boston, whenever we get in touch again, I'm looking forward to having you back on this episode. We can talk some more about the future for what's happening now with 7-Star and how far you guys have grown. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and don't forget to subscribe. And like I said, if you want to be part of this, you want to sit down there someday, just shoot me a message on Instagram at hardworkpaysme, and I would definitely bring you up here. Okay, so with that said, big shout out to our sponsors, Devine and Associate Concierge Company. Pay them a visit at devineandassociatecompany.com. Okay, so bless.